So guys, if you tuned in before for episode 1, we're now back into episode 2 with Kim Shepard, my interviewer, who is going to call me out on my BS every single time that I even attempt to speak it. So this episode is Strategy as a Contact Sport. So with that, Kim, beat me up.
I'm never going to beat you up, Mitch. I'm going to beat up rooms full of CEOs when I've given keynote speeches to them, and they would tell me, we've got a great strategy in place. And I would say, oh, really? What does it do? And they go, well, it's a great strategy in place. And I say, well, what does it do? So what does yours do?
So I guess, everyone asks about them. It's like perfect entree. So I appreciate that. Meeech shows you if those tools drive results or just decorate a dashboard. So I kind of look at it, think about your car. And, we have all these fancy cars with all these dashboards that run across our entire dashboard and everything from driver to thing, shows up everything like that. We have our smartphones that we have. I probably use, I'm probably giving myself credit, 25% of it, at best. But I think I'm really cool. And I think I know how to use all this stuff, even setting up to do podcasts, and to do videos and things doesn't work. The problem is they don't use the vision and strategy. And that's what we teach them. So strategy planning, vision strategy planning is not an annual event. It's not an event. It's a system. It's all the time.
Why do you think they don't use it?
I think they don't know what they don't know. We've been doing this for 100 years. We have theories. We're not reinventing the theories. We're shaking up the strategy consulting world.
That sounds risky.
It does sound risky. But that's why I call myself the chief strategy disruptor, and that's why we do this. The Meeech approach, for those joining in late maybe and haven't seen other parts of it, Meeech came out of a character that was given to me years ago by somebody that used to work with me, and she couldn't pronounce my name as Mitch. So it was, and she was always quite respectful. And she said, Mr. Meeech. And so when I thought about this, that's where the Meeech approach came in.
Every title comes from somewhere good, and that's definitely it.
But I think I didn't answer your question either. So I
have a different question.
Okay.
You say disruptor, which I love that word. I love scrappy. I love disruptor. I love those words, right?
You can be the chief scrappy.
They wrote a book by that title, by the way. What is disruptor?
So it's taking us outside the norms, so a disruptor to me is saying, that's great. So what? So I'm going to use you. Okay. You were a client, you were our colleague, a friend, but you own the business and you held me accountable for whatever services I provided or my company provided at the time. So you're going to say to me, and you're going to have your COO or your CFO sitting in on those meetings. I kind of remember this. So if I'm going off script too much and you don't want me to tell the secrets behind the doors, we're good. So, and they would say, well, we're profitable. We're making money. And I think you might remember my response was, at what expense? And that's what we get to. It's taking that mirror, turning it back to you, using the comedy to say, okay, not a problem. Explain it to me. Right. You would do that to me as a consultant.
Right.
So why am I not going to do that to you if I'm going to give you information?
Right.
So Meeech and the entire process was created to give you real-time information. So we use AI to our advantage. It doesn't replace what we're doing, but it puts us on a level playing field. So if we go back to the title, strategy is a contact sport, that's what it is.
Great.
Execution is how you keep score. So play to win.
And speaking of keeping score, in the next segment, let's look at the ROI of what you're talking about.
Perfect.
It comes down to that.
Perfect. Thank you.